We are doing a play in classroom. That name is Golu Cruza Nose. There are many animals in this act, in which there is a small elephant. Its name is Golu. Before going forward, I ask some questions to you, which you have to answer. Tell me the name of animal. Yes. So, students, today's topic is this is an act Golu grows a nose. All students will watch it carefully and enjoy it. We all learn a lot from this story. There was a time when the elephant had no trunk. Golu, a baby elephant with a bulgy nose, is full of questions. He goes to the Limpu river to find out more about the crocodile's eating habit. Long, long ago, the elephant had no trunk. He had only a bulgy nose, as big as a boot. He could wiggle it from side to side, but could not pick up things with it. There was a baby elephant called Golu. He too had no trunk, but only a bulgy nose. As small as a boot. Golu was full of questions. He asked his tall aunt, the ostrich. Ostrich, yes. Asked, why don't you ever fly like other birds? Then he asked his tall uncle giraffe, what makes your skin so spotty? He asked his huge uncle, the hippopotamus, why are your eyes always so red? He asked his hairy uncle, the baboon, why do melons taste like melons? The ostrich, the giraffe, the hippopotamus, and the baboon had no answer to the Golu questions. Golu is a naughty boy. They said he asked such difficult questions. One day, the myna bird sitting in the middle of a bush, and he asked her, what does the crocodile have for dinner? No. The myna said, go to the bank of the great grassy Limpu river and find out. Golu went home. He took 100 sugar canes, 50 dozen banana and 25 melons. Then he said his family, goodbye. I am going to the great grassy Limpu river. I shall find out what the crocodile has for dinner. He had never seen a crocodile and did not know what one looked like. He met a python and asked him, have you ever seen a crocodile? What does he look like? What does he have for dinner? The python uncoiled himself from the branch of a tree, but said nothing. Golu politely helped him to coil around the branch again and said goodbye to him. Golu moved on, eating sugar canes, bananas and melons. After a few days, he reached the very edge of the great grassy Limpu river. On the bank of the river, he saw a long boat. It was really the crocodile who winked at him. Excuse me, said Golu, have you ever seen a crocodile? The crocodile winked again and lifted his half his tail out of the mud. Come here, little one, said the crocodile. Why do you ask such questions? I want to know. Come close, little one, for I am the crocodile. And he shed crocodile tears to show it's quite true. Gulu was afraid, but he sat down on the bank and said, "You are very person I was looking for. Please tell me what you have for dinner. Come here, little one. I whisper the answer to you," said the crocodile. Golu put his head down close to the crocodile's snout, and the crocodile caught him by nose. "I think," said the crocodile, "today a baby elephant will be my dinner." "Let me go! You are hurting me, Mr. Crocodile!" screamed Golu. The python, who had been quietly following Golu, came to the bank and said, "If you do not pull as hard as you can, the crocodile will drag you into the stream." Golu sat back on his little haunch and pulled and pulled. The crocodile slipped into the water and making it all creamy with great sweep of his tail, and also he pulled and pulled. Then the python coiled himself round Golu and stomach and said, "Let's pull harder." Golu dug all his four legs in the mud and pulled. The nose kept on stretching. And each pull the nose grew longer and longer, and it hurt Golu. The nose was now 5 feet long. You can see the nose is first time is small and then now is 5 feet long. But it was free at last. Golu sat down with his nose wrapped up in a big banana leaf and hung it the great grassy Limpu river to cool. Golu sat there for 2 days, waiting for his nose to cool and to shrink. It grew cool, but it did not shrink. At the end of the second day, a fly came and struck Golu on the shoulder. Golu lifted his nose, tongue, and with its hit, the fly dead. Advantage number 1. Hissed the python. "You could not have done it with a small nose. Try a little, eat a little now." Golu put out his tongue and plucked a large bundle of grass. He dusted it against his forelegs and stuffed it into his mouth. Advantage number 2. Hissed the python. 2. Python. "You could not have done it with a small nose. Don't you think the sun is too hot now?" Golu scooped some mud from the bank and slapped it on his head. Advantage number 3. Hissed the python. "You could not have done it with a small nose." "Thank you, Mr. Python," said Golu gratefully. "I shall remember all this, and now I shall go back to my